Fortress is the ultimate team-based game in Armagetron, a fast, tactical, and deeply cooperative mode on the classic light cycle game. Two teams face off, each defending their own base while trying to capture the opponent's. It's widely seen as the peak of competitive gameplay, where individual skill, tight coordination, and split-second decision-making all collide. Both teams have 6 players, each with a specific position and defined role. Typically, 3 attackers sent forward and 3 defenders stay back. The arena holds 2 zones on opposite sides of the grid. The objective, to conquer the opposite team's zone while protecting your own. You will see this happen through a coordinated gank, where players will break through a defense together to occupy the zone. Points are awarded as 4 for capturing a zone, 6 for being the last active team, and 2 for each opponent eliminated. A winner is declared when a score limit is reached. Each team begins the round with a grind, a synchronized launch maneuver that builds speed for the entire team, followed by a split in which the attackers spread to the width of the arena to give the defensive unit enough time to form up around their base. Before diving into positions, I want to cover 2 core tactics every player should understand. The first one being a concept called holing. When a player is eliminated, a small section of every nearby wall disappears, creating what's called a hole. Holes can be left strategically on a defense to allow players to pass through a wall. This is often done through the coordinated sacrifice of a teammate, or sometimes just a lucky coincidence. The second main tactic is called centering. This is where a player uses the enemy grind as a direct tunnel into the zone and hopes to get in before the opponent's defense can even be established. It's a high-risk, high-reward move that demands perfect timing and control. For the 6 players on a Fortress team, there are 4 main roles, being center, winger, sweeper, and defense. I will go over each in order. First, we have position 1, the center. The center player is the team's tip of the spear, a role that requires the player to be technical and reactive. A good center dictates the pace of the match, either by choosing how aggressive or conservative their attack is going to be. While the grind for center is fairly simple, just go straight. They must make an immediate choice to use their walls to block the middle lane after the split, preventing an enemy center attack, or go all in for an early attack, carefully using their rubber to thread through the enemy's grind, conducting a center attack of their own. It's a delicate balance between aggression and control, and a single good read can change the round. Now we have positions 2 and 3, also known as wingers. Wingers will operate the flanks. In more casual Fortress, this is where beginner players will tend to line up. That's not to say their role is not important though. During the grind, wingers will advance to about 3/4 of the way to the end of their zone, make 2 quick turns into the center's line, then 2 quick turns in the opposite direction. This will ensure that you and your team get maximum speed on the grind. They will then advance towards the middle of the arena and time their split to give enough room for the center to operate. Wingers will then find themselves parallel with the enemy wingers, spreading to the width of the arena. Driving towards the rim will provide ample time for your defensive players to set up, as well as clear lines out of the defense area. The grind and split sequence are a crucial aspect of the team's ability to build their defense. After the split, the winger's main objective is to circle around and look for vulnerabilities in the enemy's sweep, and seek the possibility of coordinating holing attempts with your other offensive teammates to get in the zone and gank. Positions 4 and 5 are known as the sweepers. Sweepers are the glue that holds the team together. High skill, high awareness players that constantly shift between attack and defense. The grind for a sweeper is to provide a tunnel for the wings to gain enough speed to maintain a flank. Once the split happens, they monitor enemy movement, blocking center pushes, sealing off mid lane threats, and protecting the defender's perimeter. Sweepers will work in tandem to link each other's walls to the back rim to fully enclose their defender from enemies, holding this structure for as long as possible. When this structure breaks down, sweepers must adapt to disrupt holding attempts, clear attackers, and dive into the zone to prevent enemy ganks. Being a sweeper is one of the most dynamic and demanding roles in modern Fortress, requiring both precision and intuition. These positions are often designated to the most experienced players in the lobby. Position 6, the defender, the anchor of the team, essentially the goalkeeper, with the primary focus of zone protection. Playing def often requires a completely different skill set than most other positions. Typically, the def will start by creating a shape called a bottle, a tight enclosure around the spawn points of the team designed to trap an enemy center attack. Afterward, they will circle the base, maintaining zone size, repelling attackers, and expanding outwards when safe. A skilled defender plays with calm awareness, knowing when to hold position, when to rebuild, and when to rely on their sweepers for support. Strong sumo instincts go a long way here. If you are new to Fortress, I will impart 2 fundamental ideas. Number 1, master the grind. Rounds can be won or lost within the first few seconds, so it is important to set your team up for success. Everything else comes second. The second is an emphasis on survival. You only have 1 life each round. A gank rarely happens when your team is at a player disadvantage, so smart, patient play often wins more rounds than reckless aggression. Fortress is a tug-of-war for space, timing, and coordination. At the highest level, every turn and every wall has intention. To control the grid is to win. It is Armagetron at its most strategic, most collaborative, and most intense.